done my very first PowerPoint, which you will not be able to see, but I'm going to enjoy it from here. But if you're interested, if you send Steve an email, I'll forward it to you, because I'll know you all want to see it. At the very least, you'll see the Pristine Energy Project logo, which is what we're most proud of at this point, since we don't have the plan in place. Essentially what the Pristine Energy Project was, Fort Carson, UCCS, Colorado College, a number of our major institutions have goals to get renewable energy by 2027 or sooner. The Sierra Club has a nationwide goal of reducing our dependence on dirty coal. So we started looking around about what we could do to help our utilities in the region get to a sustainable energy future. We had a conversation with Fort Carson, which has a goal of having 100% renewable energy by 2027. So it seemed like a natural partnership. It didn't, at first glance, it may not make that much sense because we have the military on one hand and the Sierra Club on the other. But because we share this common goal, it made perfect sense for us to work on developing a plan and to figure out how do we get sustainable energy in our region. So here's what we're trying to do. We're trying to involve stakeholders, customers, providers, and policymakers in order to figure out what are the barriers, what's preventing us from getting renewable energy here. Are they financial? Is it attitude? What are the barriers? So we've held a series of stakeholders meetings with customers separately that includes businesses, educational institutions, governments, the military, as well as individuals. We also had a separate meeting with providers, Colorado Springs Utilities, Fountain Utilities, renewable energy developers, including solar and wind, and alternative fuel providers. One of the things that we haven't done very well in this community is made the connection between energy and transportation. And that's one of the things that we're really looking at as well. So we're looking at alternative fuels as well. Our fourth set of folks are our technical team. It includes community members, the Governor's Energy Office, Southwest Energy Efficiency Project, also known as SWEEP, and the National Renewable Energy Lab. So why do a sustainable energy plan? Well, I talked a little bit about that, but we've got some military installations that have requirements for getting renewable energy. So and to reduce their non-combat greenhouse gas emissions. We have major institutions. We have businesses who want to get it, and we have residential customers who want renewable energy and sustainable energy. Our own utility has done, Colorado Springs Utilities, every survey that we've done shows that 80% or more of our business and residential customers want renewable energy, but we haven't really been able to get it. So here's where we are right now. We've completed our first round of stakeholder meetings. And we're going to continue with those. Our technical team is reviewing the identified barriers. We're formulating solutions based on the best available research and science, which is why NREL and SWEEP and the Governor's Energy Office is helping us out. What we will do then is figure out how do we get around those barriers? How do we resolve those barriers? What's the path forward? Our technical team will be drafting a report. Our completion date is expected in August. We have a very fast timeline for this because by the end of September, we want to have a final report that says, if we want sustainable energy in this region, here's the path forward, and we want to make that presentation to policymakers and decision makers and say, here's how we get there. So, one of the things that we're also going to be doing is launching a website in the end of June. It's pristineenergyproject.com. Take a look at it. We're going to be posting all of our research on that website, as well as updates, status reports, where we are, what the barriers are that we've identified, some of the potential solutions to that. You'll have an opportunity to provide some input into that, ask some questions of the technical team, and before the report comes out. So with that, I look forward to coming and telling you how we get to renewable energy in September.